Did you know that when you delete files from your phone or computer, they're not really gone? You might assume that by hitting delete, you're erasing the file forever, ensuring no one will ever discover its contents. However, that's often not the case. In fact, your deleted files can linger on your device for years, tucked away in hidden corners of the data storage until the storage is physically destroyed. In this video, we'll explore how digital data is stored, why it's challenging to completely erase your data, the potential risks of someone uncovering your deleted files, and most importantly, how to securely delete them if you choose to do so. We'll keep it simple and avoid getting too technical about each type of storage system. Instead, we'll focus on explaining the basic principles that everyone can understand. There are different kinds of digital storage available. For example, the storage inside our phones is called flash storage, and it can hold lots of data, like hundreds of gigabytes. USB sticks, SD cards, and many other portable devices also use flash storage to keep data. Computers often use SSD, solid-state drives, which work similarly to flash storage. And then there are HDD, hard disk drives, which are older but still used in some computers and servers. Even though there are many storage options, they all store data in the same way, using binary format with just ones and zeros. But it's important to know that these ones and zeros are just a way to represent the actual information stored in the device. In flash storage, such as SSD, data is stored in electronic cells that can be switched on or off. When you save a file, the SSD determines which cells to turn on or off to represent the data. Reading the file later involves checking the state of these cells to reconstruct the original information. HDD, on the other hand, use spinning disks coated with a magnetic material to store data. When you save a file, the HDD writes the binary data onto the disk surface using magnetic charges. To read the file, the HDD spins the disk and detects the magnetic charges to retrieve the data. While the technical details differ between storage devices, the basic principle remains the same: storing and retrieving data using binary digits. Understanding how data is stored is like understanding how a language works. In this case, the language consists of only two characters, 1 and 0. Each combination of these characters represents a different piece of information, much like how letters combine to form words and sentences. Now we understand the general idea of how data is stored. However, storing data continuously isn't efficient for reading back because we wouldn't know where each file starts or ends, nor where specific files are located. The operating system solves this problem by dividing the drive into smaller units called sectors. Each sector typically has a fixed size, such as 512 bytes or 4 KB. The operating system stores records of where each file is located within these sectors, as well as information about available space for new files. This information is often stored in structures like file allocation tables, FAT or inodes, depending on the file system. Because of these records, when we open a file manager, we can instantly see what files are stored on the device without needing to scan the entire drive. This system is similar to the table of contents in a book. If we want to read about a specific topic, we don't have to read from the beginning. We simply look at the table of contents, find the page number, and go directly to that page. Similarly, when we add a new file, the system writes it to an available sector and updates the records with the file's location. This ensures efficient data retrieval and management. So, the main question: why can't we simply delete our files? The answer lies in the time-consuming nature of writing and reading data from storage devices. Consider this. Opening a 2 Matter photo entails reading about 4,000 sectors, involving the rotation of the disk to specified locations and reading magnetic charges. Despite this, the process appears instantaneous to us. However, when dealing with large video files, the time required becomes more noticeable. When copying or moving a file within the same drive, the task is relatively quick as it only involves updating records. However, transferring files to another drive necessitates physically moving the stored file, which means reading the entire file from one location and writing it to another. This process reveals the true time it takes, especially for larger files. If you wish to delete a file, one option is to overwrite all occupied sectors with zeros, but this can be time-consuming and not very user-friendly, especially for large files. Instead, operating systems typically delete only the file record, leaving the actual file intact but stranded, awaiting potential overwriting by other files. If your drive has ample available space, there's a high likelihood that the space previously occupied by the deleted file may never be overwritten, making recovery possible. How can we decipher the series of binary states, ones and zeros, to identify which parts correspond to photos, videos, and other file types? The answer lies in file signatures. Every file, whether created or downloaded, is accompanied by a file extension such as .jpg, .png, .mp4, .gif, or .pdf. These extensions serve not only for readability, but also inform the device's operating system, which software program to use when opening the file. Additionally, various types of data require different encoding systems, leading them to possess unique signatures after encoding. Recovery software can analyze and match these file signatures, enabling them to decode the series of seemingly unintelligible data and restore the files to their original formats. The nature of digital storage presents both advantages and disadvantages. Consider a scenario where someone gains unauthorized access to your device, whether through theft, sale, or loss, and subsequent retrieval. This individual could potentially uncover sensitive data that you believed had been permanently erased. An unsettling thought indeed. To mitigate this risk, it's advisable to format your drive by overwriting all data with zeros before selling or disposing of it. Numerous software tools and services are available for this purpose. Even a factory reset on phones does not completely overwrite your data with zeros. Instead, it merely erases markers pointing to the data's location and marks the space as available. This leaves your data vulnerable to recovery. Similarly, quick format options in Windows prioritize speed over thoroughness, explaining why they're the default choice. For truly secure deletion, opt for a full format. Although it may take longer, it's the safest option available. In conclusion, understanding the complexities of digital storage sheds light on the challenges and risks associated with file deletion. While the ability to recover accidentally deleted files is undoubtedly valuable, it also underscores the importance of safeguarding sensitive data. Whether it's through thorough formatting processes or utilizing secure deletion methods, taking proactive steps to protect our digital footprint is essential in today's interconnected world. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more insightful videos on technology and data management.